What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and today we are going to talk about She-Electro, Electro Woman, I don't know what you want to call it. I prefer to call it She-Electro, like we have She-Hulk that supposedly is coming soon for the Young Avengers. But today we are going to talk about She-Electro and why you need to prepare your wallets to cry for the next month, or at least for the next few weeks, because yeah, She-Electro or Electro Woman is going to be extremely overpowered, and it's going to be the key to beat one of the most powerful Alliance War defense teams that we have right now, a team that I like very much. And She-Electro, Electro Woman, she's perfect counter against that team, and we're gonna see why. But before that, I want to say thanks to everyone who has subscribed recently. I want to apologize because I was supposed to upload a video yesterday. I made a huge rant video of 1 hour and 30 minutes about the state of the game, but not about my opinion about the state of the game, about other content creators' opinions about the state of the game. But I decided that I will sleep over every controversial video I make and then see if after I wake up I feel like uploading it or not. So I'll be not uploading that video. It was way too controversial, way too many shots fired. And yeah, and I want to remind my viewers that 50% of you are still not subscribed. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It really helps out when you do that. And yeah, so let's take a look at She-Electro. We are going to take a look at msf.gg, which is always a good source to see the kits. And we're gonna take a look how she works, the stats she has, and why she's going to be so amazing against these great Alliance Wars defense team that will be no more after She-Electro is released, and even worse when Doc Ock is released. So first let's take a look at her stats. So in terms of HP, and usually I do this around gear tier 14, 7 red stars, 7 yellow, level 75. So it's always the standard. I should increase the standard to 80, so it's always more easy to do this because every time you open a new character it resets. Either way, she has average to low HP. It's not great. 20,000 is like average. But then look at that damage. That base damage is insane. 24,000 base damage puts her exactly at the same level as Symbiote Spider-Man and Hela, which is some of the best characters in the game. Then she has a nice amount of armor, she has a nice amount of focus, but not great, and she has a nice amount of resistance. Now, other thing that matter is her speed. Her speed is 120, minus 10%, it's gonna be, I don't know, I don't want to do the math, 180, 18. So her speed will be lower than one of our favorite mutants that has popped up recently, and that's gonna be very relevant for her kit and for this specific matchup, which is going to be Sinister Six against the Marauders. Marauders, whether it is with a blob or whether it is with a saber-tooth, their days are counted because of She-Electro. And this is why you might have to consider getting this character, or at least blitz hard, really hard, to get her at a decent amount of yellow stars. Okay, so now that we took a look at her stats, let's take a look at her kit. And on basic, she does damage and fills the speed bar by 20%. Doing the T4 only increases the damage a little bit, so this is not very relevant because there are not many situations. There are some situations, but not many, where Sinister Six members will be called for assist. So this is quite irrelevant, and even on the assist, it doesn't do anything. And you only use your basic on turn 3, and this is quite late. But it's a good transition between doing special ultimate or ultimate special and then go for the second special. It's not terrible, but it's not great. She's not great because of her basic, she's great because of everything else. And everything else starts with live wire, where special 3 energy comes full. Attacks the primary target for a nice amount of damage. Remember, she has really high base stats, and she also has a nice multiplier, 260%, and it goes to 300% with a T4. So this might be a T4 that you consider, but that's mostly for the bonus effect here. Even that I'm not a big fan of T4s on single target damage, this is going to be such a nuke. It's just going to be insane. So the situation is like this. You have Strife. Strife, he has always multiple deflects. Even if you have a blob or not, you will always have multiple deflects. For each deflect that he has, or regens, also regens, he gets a lot of regens from Mr. Sinister. For each deflect or regen that he has, he's going to take 300% damage of someone with 24,000 base damage, plus 150 for each of those positive effects. So if he has 3 deflects, it's going to be 450 extra damage. If he has 3 deflects plus 2 regens, that's going to be a lot. 750 damage plus 300,000 damage on a character that has an insane base damage, like she Electro. It's just insane. She will completely destroy Strife. She'll completely destroy Emma Frost, Mr. Sinister. Like, any of these characters will resist the power of she Electro. She's just insane. And on a 3 energy cooldown, it's just insane. She is completely overpowered. She will completely destroy them. And then on her ultimate, she does 300% damage, piercing. 300% damage, piercing. So it's going to be full damage. So it's going to be all those 300% for sure. It will ignore armor. It will ignore all those things. Applies offense down to the enemies. Then attacks all other enemies. Also for piercing damage. So it's a global attack of piercing damage that applies offense down to all enemies. So this is going to be like Proxima Midnight Special, but on extreme steroids. It's just insane. And then in War, she clears 2 negative effects from the primary target and secondary target. So it's going to be clearing 2 positive effects of all targets. And plus 100,000 extra focus for this attack. And the attack cannot be countered. This destroys defenders, this destroys shield, this destroys Marauders, this destroys most of the teams. It's just insane. Without having into account the kit of Doc Ock, which is also insane. And when you do the T4 on this ultimate, it increases the damage from 300% to 350 and from 230 to 280. Piercing damage. This is just insane. And on top of that, it increases the offense down duration from 1 turn to 2 turns. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. This character is just ridiculous. Extremely overpowered. It's just a perfect counter for many of the strongest teams that we have available right now. Some people are talking about using Sinister 6 on defense. Why? Why would you use Sinister 6 on defense? Why? Look at this kit. This is offensive kit. Insanely offensive kit. It's just insane. Now let's take a look at her passive, which is remarkable. So on turn, she gains 1 charge. In War, on ally Sinister 6 turn gains 1 charge. But as you can see, based on this, that you need to have Sinister 6 allies that are fast. That's good because it's gonna help us decide which Sinister 6 characters we are going to use on the main team. So on turn she gets 1 charge, on Sinister 6 ally she gets another charge, and at the end of any turn of any character, supposedly, I don't know, if this character has 5 charges or more, which will get quite fast, she'll do damage to that target, and she's gonna get more piercing based on how many charges she has. So I don't know if this affects all abilities, which that's gonna be insane. If this passive affects all abilities, this live wire ability is going to destroy Strife, but in a way that is just insane. And yeah, you will need to wail out on this character, and you will need to have insane red stars on this character. I already saved plenty to use on her because yeah, like you want her minimum 5. Like with 5, this character is going to be insane. It's just insane. Okay, going back to her passive, if you apply the T4, which you should, like, you can apply the 3 T4s on special, ultimate, and passive, and it's going to be insane. So when you apply the passive, it's going to increase the damage from 20% to 300%. Now, this is single target damage, but supposedly it's going to be piercing. So it's not as good as Thor's passive because it only attacks one target, but based on how fast the Sinister Six members can be, they will charge up She-Electro quite fast. You have Doc Ock giving charges, you having her getting her own charges on turn, and you have her getting charges as well on other Sinister Six allies' turns, which if you have a Vulture and if you have Mysterio next to Doc Ock, he'll get speed up all the time. So he's very slow, 100 speed will go way higher and it will make him way more interesting, which was always the problem of Mysterio, is that he's very slow. But based on that, he's gonna be a lot stronger. So yeah guys, like get your wallets ready because She-Electro is gonna come to the game to destroy, to wreck the Marauders. Not only the Marauders, but other teams as well. She's gonna be massive, really massive on Alliance Wars offense. I'm not sure if Sinister Six will be able to destroy the Black Order. It's a possibility, I'm just not sure yet, or if we need a certain rotation to make it work. But it's definitely something that we are going to try out as soon as this character is released. And then we'll try it once again when the Doc Ock is available. And I'm very certain that we'll be able to beat Black Order on defense with him on the team as well. So that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sure your wallets, your wives, and so on are not going to enjoy this video because yeah, they are going to cry. Like you need to wail out on this character, not only on her shards but also on red stars. But yeah, she will be worth it. She will definitely help you destroy the best Alliance War defense teams that we have right now available in the game. If you like this video, you know what to do. You smash that like button, like She-Electro, Electro Woman against Strife. I mean, my boy Strife is gonna get destroyed with her. It's gonna be death by Snoo probably. If you found the information on this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord so you guys can prepare your wallets. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.